keys. Busy day today, going to make a start on the cabinet, so stick around and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, so first up I'm going to start on the top cabinet. So the cabinets that are going to go from the front cab all the way to just where the beds start. So this has been troubling me for a little while on how I'm going to build these. My initial idea was to do it in like a plywood, thin plywood carcass that would be shaped to the wall and ceiling and then would be lifted up as one and fixed into our batten that we've got in place already. But the more I started thinking about it, I was thinking, well, that's probably over-engineering it, so I'm going to go a different way. So I did actually start making templates, and that was going to be part of the plywood partition, and the base is going to attach to that, and it was going to go up as one. I still think these will be useful because I do want to separate the individual units, but they're going to be simply the thinnest ply I can get, just as a little partition to keep things from moving around. So this is going to be more of a face frame style, so there'll be a framework which will go up, which will be nice and visible, and then the doors will sit inside of that. So they're going to be perfectly made to kind of close in with a little shadow line around. Other than that, the other option is to go where the doors close over the top of the frame in the cabinet, like a conventional kitchen, or the kind of classic motorhome look where you've just kind of got your cubbies within a sheet material and then your doors just kind of flop over the top of that. I'm not going that route. That's probably one of the more common routes to go. This will be a bit more of a joinery look, furniture style, I guess. So if I'm going to the effort of making that nice face frame, which is strong, solid hardwood, then it makes sense to use that as the structure as well. Now remember, we've put our strips of plywood, furring strip, kind of battens underneath this ceiling, so we've got quite a bit of meat there to screw into, so we can send our kind of first rail up there and then fix the face frame to that. I'm going to use aluminium sort of angle for that piece, just so it's really kind of slim profile. The face frame will screw to that, and then we'll kind of just have a ledger on the wall and a ledger on the underside of the face frame, and we'll slot our plywood into that, and that'll basically just give us an L piece. It was a real kind of crude mock-up of how it's going to be, although it won't be anywhere near this size. So that's the plan. Still a few things to pick up material wise, and then I need to start kind of milling and cutting down the timbers to make our joinery. Not quite sure where this is featuring in what video, but I've basically been making up this template for the top, most awkward section of the van above the cab here. I've made it in 3 bits out of cardboard first, then I've cut it out in some ply, scrap ply, and then join them back together again. And now I'm going to lift them out as one piece and transfer that to some 12mm ply. So I made a start yesterday on the section above the cab, and that is just the most frustrating part of the van to date, I think. The amount of scribing you need to do. There's no kind of nice junction between the plastic trim of the cab and the wood, so it's going to take a little bit of thinking to get that done. This is the piece I was on about. This is all made into one piece now, so while I made the template in several bits, I joined them together, and this is all the final piece. It's clamped in position for now. You can see I've left the gap at the top, but I am actually going to frame out a piece all along the top there to kind of give it a bit of a border. But I need to scribe back to the roof, so I'm going to add that piece in separately, so there will be a small join here. And last thing, you'll notice that when you look down at the van, it's not quite symmetrical, and I've gone slightly bulkier on this side here, simply because our units are going to go along there and join to it. So I didn't want the corner of the unit to kind of stick down, so this is going to kind of form the end of the cupboard. Quite sure if I'm going to be able to do this. I haven't brought the tripod around yet. But if you get the idea, this will be positioned up here. It's going to be attached to the ceiling with some aluminium angle. We might even get around to that today. And it butts up against the far end there, so that there's no sharp edge. And then that comes all the way along to another divider, which will divide the kitchen from the bedroom area. A little bit of carpet trim to go over that bulky bit. And remember, we've saved our vehicle electrical light, you know, the one that's connected to the doors, comes off the vehicle battery. That's going to be just tucked up underneath, almost like an emergency backup light. So if for some reason all the leisure batteries are down or something like that, or even if you're just going into the back of the van and you're not turning on all the power, this will come on with the door electrics. Well, the oven's just arrived, and the sink arrived earlier. Unfortunately, the sink's about twice the weight of the oven, or maybe not that heavy, but it's heavier than the oven. I think we're going to have a rethink there and find something a little bit more lightweight. Right, so I've started making a template for the bed supports at the back now. There's going to be 4 of them, and they're going to be floor to ceiling. But what I wanted to do is, rather than waste any of the 18mm ply, I've used some of the old van lining skinny stuff, which was no good for anything really, and I'm going to try and reuse that as a template. It's a rather unorthodox way of scribing, but it'll do. I'm going to do this one in 2 parts. So you can see I've scribed that in. It's pretty close, and once it's trimmed down a little bit more, we should be tight to a tiny gap there. And then what you want to do, because I want this vertical, this section here, I'm just using a framing square to make sure we're nice and vertical with the floor, square with the floor. Because as we all know, there's no point in using spirit levels for anything in a van. Cut that piece, and I've also shaped out a recess in it, and I'll show you why that is. Oh, who needs CNC? It was looking a little bit kind of chunky and slabby back there, so I wanted to thin it out a little bit. The top bit needs to be a little bit wider because that's where the bunks are going to hang, and the bottom bit I wanted to side to the edge of the seats so that the kind of side of the foam or the upholstery or whatever wasn't showing from the back, so that's why it comes out at that height. And then what I've done is taken a template of the back windows and then used the same radius curve to cut into there. Although it's not exactly the same height, I wanted it a little bit lower. At least it's the same shape, so we're not introducing like just random shapes for no reason. Sound like an architect. And what that does is it leaves a nice little space behind here to put some coat hooks on and things like that, so there is a usable space behind it. And according to my SketchUp, it's going to work. In real life it might not. Fortunately I've checked, and this one is identical to the other side plus 5mm for some reason. So I can just use that as a template, cut it over there. I could use the router, but I may as well just use the jigsaw again. So that'll be 2 at the back done. Then the next one's forward, cut into the wheel arch. So I'll need to kind of readjust the template for that. And I've also decided that this bulkhead up here, which I was just going to insulate and carpet, I think I'm going to make that, or kind of continue the panelling over that, so that this kind of has a bit of a curve and then goes up. I couldn't resist it, I had to clamp it all in position and kind of make a mock-up of the van. Have a look at this. So top locker, half made. I've clamped the top face frame up there to give an idea of those cupboards. Cardboard kitchen in place. And 3 of the 4 bed corners are in, but it's beginning to feel like a van. Well, it is a van, you know what I mean.